Hello students, I am here with another video from the chapter of class 7th Science NCERT book, that is from chapter number 3rd, Fiber to Fabric. Before starting today's video, I would like to tell you all that till now what all things we have discussed in this chapter. So children, we have started this chapter and there we have seen about the things which is related with the processing of the different types of fibers, and mainly we are considering the two types of fibers, that is the wool and the silk. So wool and silk, both of them are being obtained from the animals. Okay, so here we are dealing with the animal fibers, their processing, and after processing what happens to that fiber, it is going to be woven into a fabric. Okay. So this is what we are understanding in this chapter after the explanation. Now, as we have completed the explanation yesterday, I have given you some keywords, and then we have also discussed about what we have learned in this chapter. So today I am going to discuss about the exercises part of this chapter. So we'll be discussing about the exercises of this chapter. Okay, so the exercises part, it has the question answers, some fill in the blanks are also there. So what all things are present in this exercises, we'll discuss this right now. Okay, so we'll go on to the first question, that is after reading the keywords as well as what we have learned, we have already gone through the proper revision of this chapter. So based upon the same things, based upon the explanations, based upon the what we have learned, based upon the keywords, we can find out the answer for this question. There is no problem now. Okay, so we'll be discussing the question answers once again. So the first question, you must be familiar with the following nursery rhymes. So two rhymes are given over here. Baba, black sheep, have you any wool? Then next is Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. So answer the following question based upon these two rhyming lines. So the first question says, which part of the black sheep have wool? So the part of the black sheep which had wool is, which part of the black sheep have wool? The answer is the fleece of sheep which has hair on it. So it is the fleece of hair of the black sheep, the fleece of the sheep which had hair on it is the part of the black sheep which have wool. Okay, it is a part of the black sheep which have wool. So which is the part? The fleece of the sheep, which is the skin of the sheep. Here the skin of the sheep which is bearing the black hair is known to be as the fleece. Okay, so the answer is fleece. Next question is, what is meant by white fleece of the lamb? The white fleece of the lamb means the skin of the sheep had a very soft hair which was white in color. So what is the answer for the second question? Answer second is, it is A and B for the first question. Okay, so this is the first part, the fleece of the sheep which had the black colored hair is the answer. Now next is the answer number B. Which part, what is meant by the white fleece of the lamb? The meaning of the word, the white fleece of the lamb means white fleece of the lamb means the skin of sheep which had white soft hair. Okay, it means that the skin of the sheep is having very soft hair which is white in color. So this is the answer for the second question. What is meant by the white fleece? White fleece means that the lamb had the skin which was bearing a very soft hair which was having white in its color. Okay, now I move on to the next question, that is question number 2. So the next question is question number 2. It is the silkworm is answer 2. So the question is the silkworm is, this is choose the correct option. It is a caterpillar, a larvae, or it is a caterpillar, or it is a larvae. Choose the option A and B. Both A and B, neither of A and B. Okay, so silkworm is a caterpillar or a larvae. See, both of them, silkworm is a caterpillar as well as it is the larvae. So these are the larval stages. So the answer is both A and B. Okay, so the answer is both A and B. It is a caterpillar. Silkworm is both a caterpillar, okay, it is a caterpillar and a larvae. Because we have seen that in the life cycle of the silk moth, both of the larval stages are formed, larval stages are present, and these larval stages are only going to help in the formation of the various larval stages, and at last the adult silk moth will be formed. Okay, so this is the second question. Next is, which of the following does not yield wool? Third question, which of the following does not yield wool? Okay, so which is not going to yield the wool? The question, the animals which are given over here in the options are yak, camel, goat and woolly dog. So you know that the wool yielding animals include yak, camel and goat. So the answer is woolly dog. Okay, so this is option number D. Option number D is the right answer. Okay, now I move on to the next question, that is, which of the following does not, what is meant by the term rearing, shearing and sericulture? So here we have to write down the definition of these words. So what would be the definition of these words? First word is, what is meant by rearing, shearing, and the third word is sericulture. So we'll go on to the first word, that is rearing. R-E-A-R-I-N-G. It is the process of raising the domestic animals for obtaining the various useful products which are used by the human beings. So it is a process of, it is not visible, I'll write it like this. It is a process of raising, you can write down taking care also. Taking care of the domestic animals with proper food, shelter and medical care for some benefits, like for obtaining wool, silk, okay, is known as rearing. So how can you define rearing? Rearing of the animals means it is a process of raising or taking care of the domestic animals with proper food, shelter, medical care for some benefits like obtaining wool, silk, honey, lac. It could be many of them. So the answer, the rearing of any animal is just for the benefit of the human beings. So what is the benefit? Benefit could include the obtaining of wool, obtaining of silk, obtaining of the various other products which are responsible, which are useful for the human beings. Okay. So here the rearing is done for our benefit, for the benefit of the human beings. Okay. So this is the answer for rearing. Now what is the answer for the second? See children, if you have to write in short, you can simply write it is a process of raising of domestic animals for some benefits like obtaining wool and silk. That's it. Okay, and if you have to write the complete answer for more marks, you can add up more points. You can add examples also. Then, for example, goat and sheep is they are being reared for obtaining wool. Then we can add honeybees are they are being reared for the process of obtaining the for the process of obtaining the honey. Okay, so this is what is used for the various processes, and this is known as the rearing. Now I move on to the next word. Rearing of the after rearing, the next word is shearing. What do you mean by shearing? So we have learned this word when I was telling you about the processing of wool. So processing of wool, shearing is a process of removal of fleece along with a thin layer of skin from the body of the sheep, which is then going to give rise to the different qualities of wool. So the answer is the process of removal of, it is a process of removal of the fleece along with thin layer of skin, a thin layer of skin from the body of sheep is known as shearing. You can also add, it is done with the help of scissors and razors. Okay, and razors. Fine. Now, machines also you can write down. Machines. Scissors and machines. Nowadays it is used with the help of machines. So what is shearing? It is the removal, it is the cutting of the hair of the sheep, which is used for obtaining the wool. Okay, which is used for obtaining the wool. Now next word is the sericulture. The third word is sericulture. What do you mean by sericulture? Sericulture is the rearing of the silkworm. The rearing of the silkworm for obtaining silk. What is sericulture? Sericulture, it is a long word made up of seri and culture. Culture means to produce and seri means silk. So sericulture means silk production. Now you know that silk cannot be produced from the trees, it cannot be produced, it could not be made in the with the help of any synthetic material. So here it is a natural fiber which is obtained from the silk moth, from the silkworm. So here sericulture means it is the rearing of the silk moth which is being obtained, which helps us in obtaining the silk. So sericulture is the technique of rearing of the silkworm for obtaining the silk. Okay, so this is known as sericulture. Now this was about we have also discussed these words in the keywords also. At the time of discussion on the keywords also I have discussed about these topics. Okay, so this was, I think, a quite easy question. Now I move on to the next question, that is, given below is a sequence of the steps of processing of wool. So the next question is question number 5. Processing of this also we have discussed number of times, so you can easily write down the answer. The processing of wool, the step is given. Processing of wool का एक step दिया हुआ है. अब आपको क्या करना है? Missing steps को complete करना है. Which are the missing steps and add them. So first step is shearing. The first step is shearing. Then the second step is dash. Then next is sorting. Then we have dash and dash, okay, and dash. So we can easily fill. First step is shearing, second step is scoring, the third step is sorting, fourth step, what is the fourth step? Is removal of burrs. Fifth step is dyeing. Okay, fifth step is dyeing, and the last step is rolling. So this is the sixth step, which is known as rolling. So this is what is about the shearing, scoring, sorting, removal of the burrs, then dyeing and rolling. These are the steps which are involved in the processing of wool. Okay, so the 6 steps, please remember, shearing means cutting out hair, removing hair from the body of the sheep. Then we are washing it for so that it is not going to so that the dirt and the dust would be cleared. Then removal of burrs is taking place. Then after that, dyeing and rolling is being done. Dyeing means different colors are given, because you know that if it is being obtained naturally, then in the nature, whatever quality, whatever color of the wool is present, whatever color of the hair is present, the same type of the wool would be obtained. It could be white, it could be brown, it could be black, it could be grey. Okay, so not more than that. So we have limited colors. But when you go and buy sweaters, then what happens? We can get the sweaters of different colors. Even shades are there, textures are there. So how these textures, how these colors are being made? Colors are being made because of dyeing purpose. Okay, so this is how the colorful wool is being obtained. So this was about question number 5. Now I move on to the next question, that is question number 6. Make sketches of 2 stages of the life history of the silk moth which is directly related to the production of the silk. Okay, so the next stages, answer 6 is the diagram of the 2 stages of silk moth for the production of silk. What are the steps? What are the 2 main stages? One is, the 2 stages are, first one is the cocoon, the pupa and the cocoon. These are the 2 stages going to help in the giving rise to the main stages, which is going to give rise to the silk moth, which is going to give rise directly related with the production of the silk. Yes, so pupa, you have already made the diagram like this. Inside pupa, the insect is present. Okay, and then in the cocoon, we have like this. So these are the two diagrams which you have to make. You can even completely make the life cycle of the silk moth. Okay. Now the next question is question number 7. Out of the following, which of the two terms are related with the silk production? Answer number 7. The two words which are related with the silk production, they from the sericulture, floriculture, moriculture, apiculture and silviculture. So we can write down the two stages which are responsible for the development of the silk is the sericulture, and the next is the moriculture. ठीक है, तो सेरिकल्चर, तो you know that because sericulture means it is a production of the silk by the silk moth, and we can understand what is moriculture. Moriculture is again Morus alba. Morus alba is a name of mulberry. Okay, it is a name of mulberry tree, or it is a scientific name of mulberry tree. Okay, so Morus alba. From here only moriculture, because these silk moth, they are going to live on this mulberry leaves. That is why they are known as they are also known to be as the Morus alba. It is also known as the moriculture. Okay. Now the next question, and yes, some more topics are given, some more new words are given. So we'll find out the meaning of those words also. So what is the second word is floriculture. So what do you mean by floriculture? Floriculture means production of flowers. Please keep understanding, because this is going to increase your knowledge. Fine. Now here, production of flowers. Okay, children. Now the next new word is apiculture. Children, what do you mean by apiculture? Apis dorsata, or apis means it is the honeybee. Okay, it is a name of the honeybee. So we can write down it is the production of honeybee. It is a production of honey at the large scale. Okay, apis means it is the name, scientific name of the honeybee. Fine. Now the next word is the silviculture. What do you mean by silviculture? Silviculture means production of trees at the large scale. Okay. So this is the production of the trees. Okay. Now the next is match the column. Question number 8 is match the column. So we'll write down the names, names of the words which are given over here. So what is the match the column? Match the column is column 1 and column 2. So we'll write down this. So first word, column 2, I'll be writing the correct word. So first is scoring. So how will you match scoring? Yields of silk fiber, wool yielding animals, food of silkworm, reeling, cleaning of skin. So we can easily write down the scoring is cleaning the sheared skin. Cleaning the sheared skin. Yes. So this is option number E. Cleaning the sheared skin. Okay. Then second one is mulberry leaves. Mulberry leaves. That is, it is the food for silkworm. That is C. It is matched with food for silkworm. Okay. Then the third question is yak. Yak is a wool yielding animal. So you can match it with B, which is wool yielding animal. Okay, it is a wool yielding animal. The next is cocoon. Cocoon. So cocoon is the last part. Cocoon means it is the cocoon is made, it yields silk fiber. Yields silk fiber, which is A. Fiber, okay, it yields silk fiber. So this is what is about the match the column. First word is scoring for cleaning of the sheared skin. Then second, we can match with mulberry leaves with the food of the silk moth. Then yak, wool of wool yielding animals, and the last one is the cocoon, which is yielding the silk fiber. Okay, so this was about the questions which are given over here in the form of the match the columns. Okay, now next is the puzzle. You can easily sort out the puzzles and you can easily write down the answers. You can easily fill them. So we can write down the puzzles in the form of the small questions, and I'll be leaving this because this will be this would be interesting work for you all. Through thorough washing, what is the meaning of the word thorough washing? You can easily write down in the blocks which is given over here in your NCERT book. Okay, you can easily fill this by writing the names. So thorough washing means scoring, you know that. Then animal fiber, write down either wool or silk, whichever would be filled. Okay, then next is the long thread like structure. Next is keep warm. Long thread like structure, it could be fiber. Okay, then next is keeps warm. You can write down according to the numbers of the letters which are to be filled. Then leaves eaten by the silkworm, it is mulberry. Then next is hatching. It hatches from egg of moth, that is silkworm. Okay, so this is what is about the chapter which is for fiber to fabric chapter. Now children, I'll be giving you some questions to complete it. So what are these questions? You can give the heading of extra questions. So question number 1, it could be some animals other than sheep which gives you wool. Name. Or wool yielding animals. You can write down the answer for this. Then second question is, what is pashmina wool? Okay, you can write down the answer. You can search and write down the answer for this. What is pashmina wool? Then next is, explain the feeding habit of sheep. Explain the feeding habit of sheep. Okay, then next is fourth question. You can write down a note on discovery of silk. Okay, discuss. You have to discuss the answer for this. We have already done this in the explanation part. Okay, then next is define selective breeding, reeling. Okay, you can write down this. Then cocoon is already given, I think. Okay, so cocoon, and yes, it is already given. So you can easily write down the answers for this question, children. Okay. So children, that's all for today. In this chapter we have discussed some extra questions also, and I hope you will write down the answers for this question, and I'll be discussing the answer for the same questions in the online class if you are not able to write down the answers for the same. So the first is some animals which is going to yield the wool. You can easily write down except the sheep. Okay, except sheep. Okay, write down some animals. We have already discussed about it and you have already written it. What is Pashmina wool? Where is this obtained? Where the people are wearing these wool, and then what uses are being taken up from this Pashmina wool. Next is feeding habits of the sheep. You have to write down. After that, write a note on silk discovery, which was discovered in the where? It was discovered in China. Okay, so you can write down the answer for the questions which are given over here. So children, that's all for today's video. I will meet you all in the next video with the next topic to be discussed, and that would be a new chapter. And I have completed this chapter regarding the explanation, the keywords, the revision, a short revision which is given at the back of your chapter, and lastly I have given some extra questions to complete it. Okay, so you can complete the answers for this question and you can discuss the answers in your online class. So that's all for today. I will meet you all in the next video with the next topic to be discussed.